heart rate is more accurate because it's for that specific person. But let's say you don't have it, you're outside with the client. You're not going to always test their heart rate. So you can do, if you're fit enough, you can do 30-30s and repeat. What do you think that means?
30 seconds on, 30 seconds.
Yeah, and that is hard. Most people won't be able to handle that. If you're going hard for 30 seconds, it's like Einstein's relativity. It's like the 30, they're both the same time, but one just seems longer than the other. You stop running and you're like, ooh, let's go again. Like, wow, I just stopped. You're like, when is this time going to stop? It just keeps doing that. It's like really hard. So if that's too hard for a person, 30, 60 maybe. Maybe you double it because it's too hard. You just keep repeating. 61. So you can totally do that. You may need to. That's still hard. 2-minute rest for a 30-second run. Most people that are fit can probably handle that.
Why in the army they did 61-20s instead of 31-20s?
What did they do?
You don't remember doing 61-20s?
60?
Yeah, 61-20s. You run for 60 seconds and rest for 120 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm getting that next, actually. I'm going to show the different one. So that would be one way of doing it, right? So then, you can't keep running for 30 seconds. You have to change it up, right? So then you can be doing 45 seconds, and let's say we do 60. So you can do 60-60s. Very hard to do. For 1 minute, walk and then repeat that. If you were, you're probably doing tempo runs where you're not actually running all out. Like I said, if you run all out for 60 seconds, you're not going to be able to do it again in a minute. But you can do it if you're doing tempo. If you do tempo, like it's basically like you're running around the tempo pace of your 2-mile run. And you just keep repeating that, but you go maybe a little faster than it this time. So if your pace is 1.5 minutes around the track for your 2-mile run, you do your tempo runs at 120 or 115 or something like that. So you just run that like a little bit faster, and then instead of walking, you do a light jog, and you hit it again like that. So you're just training yourself to run a faster tempo, right? That's what I would probably do there. I don't think you can run all out, right?
Isn't this like high intensity hit workout?
That definitely is. Definitely is. These are hard. So then you double the time. This would be working more speed if you're even a distance runner, and this is also speed, but not as much. You're trying to maintain your speed or maintain your pace. You start changing it. The intensity starts going down, obviously, because you're not running as fast, but you're running longer. You can run for 1 minute and 20 seconds with even a 240-second rest if you wanted to, or it could be 120, 120. There's lots of ways of doing it. And then you can start doing like things like this, and you would add the sets in. Let's say you're doing like 30-30s for a couple weeks, but you just keep adding a set on each week. Each time you do it, that's a way of doing it. These are running hills. Repeat. So it takes, let's say, 30 seconds up the hill, and maybe 60 down. And just keep repeating like that. You can also have someone run up the hill and then do jumping jacks. If there's something up there, like a track, like for my high school, we ran up the hill. It was pretty steep. It was like climbing almost. And then you had to run a lap around the track. That made the 400 seem easy because we just ran a hill before. So now I'm making the race. Like, I usually run up a hill before I do this. This is pretty simple. Just try to make it feel harder. And then you can do something called bounding, which looks like you're leaping like this. There are also called striders. You're basically bouncing. Or you can do dynamic drills, right? Dynamic drills. Which one did I teach you with that? You guys remember a bunch?
Skaters?
Or no?
Great one. No.
Yeah, something like that. Lateral walk. That's a form. You use all those warm-ups, it's actually more fun. I think that's probably better for most clients. To have someone just run like this, that's hard, but people are not going to want to. You're just telling me to run for 30 seconds. But this looks like you're actually teaching them stuff, and you mix up the angles, and it's more fun. So I think we have my clients go like this. They're on the frontal plate, and they're doing like hip flexors, and then they're doing like foot kickers, and keep changing their muscles. And then they're doing the transverse plane, and they're kicking up like this, like that. They can rub me down a little bit, and then skip and up and jump and like stuff like that. And so you can do dynamic drills for that. Just choose a distance, 30 meters or something like that, and just repeat. And you're also getting like muscle like that, and different muscle groups and different angles and all that.